Hi, and welcome to the Inheritance Books 5 Steps to Get Your Book Done Quick mini series. So let's get ready to rock and roll. For those of you who just joined the series and are not familiar with me, I am the award-winning author, Nigeria Lockley, author of Born at Dawn, Seasoned with Grace, Tempted to Touch, and Pursuing Your Passion in a Godly Fashion. And in addition to being an author, I am the founder of Inheritance Books. I am also a strategist for authors who are overwhelmed, frustrated, and feel largely ignored on social media. I work with them to develop the content that they need to confidently and creatively get in front of their audience and move those books. But you know what? You can't move a book if you didn't finish the book yet. So this challenge, this mini series, is for all of the people who have a book burning inside of them, but have not been able to get over the hump and move beyond the idea. So let's get your idea, get your book out of your brain, onto your laptop, and into bookstores. So these 5 steps are going to get you moving really, 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 really quickly and cause you to excel. Okay? So step number 1, let's get into it. The first thing that you want to do and need to do is establish a publishing timeline. Okay, and in your email you're going to receive a wonderful sheet to help you establish your timeline and explain to you really what it is. So the first thing you need to just sit down and do is think in your mind, what is the date? What date would you like to see yourself as a published author? What date is it that you would like to hear people say, oh, I'm on my way to the bookstore to pick up, fill in the title of your book, buy, add your name, right? And what date would you like to host your book launch party? Or what season? Maybe you don't have a particular date, although I think that it's best for you to have a hardcore solid date in mind. What season? Is your book a great beach summer read, so you want it to be released in June so people can have it and take with them, all the teachers can take it with them to the beach when they're out of work? Is it a great YA novel for kids to read on their downtime? Is it a great book to read when you're buckled up in the winter, trapped on a snow day in a storm? Right? What season is your book designed or written for? Think about that date, and that is the date that you want to be working towards, right? Now, you don't want your book done on that date. Your book has to be ready to be released on that date. So here are a few things to consider as you plan that date. Number 1, a great marketing campaign for a book begins at least 6 months out. Pros, and even big major celebrities who have huge followings start 1 year out, right? So calculate and incorporate at least 6 months from now you need to market the book. You also want to consider the time that you need to edit the book. Editing may take 1 to 2 months, depending how much editing your book needs, depending on what editor you book, who may or may not have a huge schedule, who may or may not have a quick turnaround time. So it could take 1 to 2 months. So don't say, I want my book done and I want to be an author next week, even though technology makes it, feasible, and it is now possible to release a book in a week, right? Just sit down and write like a maniac and then just upload it. But you don't want to just attach your name to anything. You don't want to do it in a willy-nilly way. There are a lot of, the 22-day book release challenge. But finish writing your book in 22 days. Do you have an audience built yet to purchase your book? Do you have your ISBN secured, your copyright secured? Do you have your distribution channels secured, right? Do you understand what's going to happen if you only have your book on Amazon per se? Do you understand KDP and all of those different things? And no, you don't need to understand them all at once, but those are things that you need to keep in mind as you anticipate, prepare, and work towards a release. So I'm not going to take up too much more of your time because these steps are about you getting it done quickly so that you can focus on the stuff you need to do to move and sell your book next. But you can't sell something that doesn't exist. You can pre-order it though. So let's get ready for some pre-orders by figuring out what our release date is. And you can't renege on Amazon on your pre-order dates, or they will not let you pre-order for a while. Just a quick tip. Set up pre-orders for a while. So let's get busy with your publication timeline. Open up your email, download your timeline planner, and get your inheritance. And if you have any questions about anything I've said in this video, email me, click the link inside of your publication timeline guide, and you can set up a free 15-minute intensive with me. So I look forward to hearing from you.